Hi everyone, this is Kristen, and if you're looking for a slimline case for your iPhone XR, which provides good protection and has an attractive appearance, you might want to check out these two cases by Moshi. So we have the Vitros case. This one has a clear back and glossy metalized sides, has a very slimline look to it, really easy to get on and off your phone, very nice feel in the hand. And then we have the iGlaze case. This one has a more rigid case construction. The back is glossy as well as the sides, really attractive looking case. Both of these cases offer military drop to standard protection for your iPhone and are covered by Moshi's limited lifetime warranty. Let's check them out in a little bit more detail on my iPhone XR in Coral. Taking a look at the Vitros case to start with, this is a very slim and lightweight case. It's going to add very little weight or thickness to your phone. Has quite a flexible feel to it. We have a TPU back, or at least a back that feels very much like a TPU material, although they don't actually say what this case is made of. And then the sides are made of a metalized polymer, has a glossy finish to it. Very nice look and feel to this case. Getting this case on and off your phone is very easy, no issues there, although the downside of this is that it has a relatively loose fit on the phone. You could definitely pull the case away a bit if you try from the sides of the phone, although I don't think that this is going to come off by itself or anything like that. I think that it's still going to be reasonably secure, but be aware it is not a tight-fitting case. We do have a low to medium lip on here to protect your screen. This is pretty good for such a slimline case. I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here, the OtterBox Amplify if you are curious. So if I didn't have this on here, you would have more visible lip. But even with this on here, we do still have lay on the table protection for your screen, so that is good. Looking at our port openings, these are nicely positioned and nicely sized, although somewhat on the small side. You should still be able to fit many third-party lightning cables here, although you may find you're using that functionality less than you otherwise would because of course this case does support wireless charging. Going around to the sides here do not have much in the way of grip. They have a glossy finish to them and a nice feel underneath the fingertips, but the majority of the grip you're going to get with this case is on the back where you have that kind of a TPU grip. So our buttons are nice and responsive, no issues there. Got one big long button for volume up and down. Of course you just press either end when you want to adjust the volume in one direction or another. Pretty small opening here for your mute switch, so if you have huge fingers that might be an issue, but I certainly have no problem. Going around here to the top, not a lot going on there, and then going here to the side, our side button is quite responsive. Looking at the back of the case, this crystal clear material does a beautiful job in showcasing your iPhone. Everything looks lovely. Got a little bit of Moshi branding down here at the bottom, but other than that, when you look at the back of the case, all you see is iPhone and more iPhone. Don't have an issue with watermarking on here because we have a microgrid of tiny dots on the interior, which is excellent, so that all looks lovely. Case supports wireless charging. We have a lovely feel underneath the fingertips with this. This TPU type material feels lovely, gives this case a low to moderate grip, and we do have plenty of protection here for the protruding camera. Very slim and lightweight case in the hand. Downsides are going to be that this type of material is likely to yellow over time. If you keep it out of the sun and use it with really clean hands all the time, that should probably help, but yellowing does tend to be an issue with TPU, although I think that crystal clear TPU tends to show fingerprints and scratches less than a similar polycarbonate case, so that is good. But overall, just a really nice case. Putting the champagne gold version of this case on my iPhone just to show you what it looks like. It's really quite attractive with the gold sides. It's the same fit. Everything else is obviously exactly the same in terms of features, just a different color. Looking at the back of the case, I have to say I do like the look of the gold sides here with the coral. I think that they look really nice. I think perhaps even better than the silver. Just a very attractive case for iPhone XR. Moving on to the iGlaze case, this case is very similar in size to the Vitros that we just looked at. Same height, same thickness, etc. Might be a little bit wider, but basically it's the same size case. It has a little bit of a different feel to it though, because it is a hard shell case, so it does not have much in the way of flex, and it may be very slightly heavier. It's kind of hard to tell. It has a glossy finish on the back as well as on the sides, and on the interior there's a spot here for the metal plates that you would put for the Snap-to system if you decided to buy the other components for the Snap-to system. Snap-to is Moshi's magnetic mounting and wireless charging system. It's really pretty cool. So you don't have to use that with this case, but if you do, this is where you put the plates that make it compatible. And of course, if you have these metal plates in here, they are positioned so that they do not interfere with wireless charging, so that is excellent. Like the Vitros we just looked at, the iGlaze is very easy to get on your phone. However, it has a much tighter fit once on, so I think that that is excellent. Really nice fit on here. A little bit of a give over your volume up and down buttons, but just very slight. And again, a slight amount of give over your side button, but overall nice tight fit on the phone. Really quite secure, and you also have quite a secure fit over here on the bottom as well. So looking at the amount of lip on here, very similar to the Vitros. I think that it is perfectly sufficient for a case of this amount of protection, so that is good. Fits very well with the OtterBox Amplify screen protector that I have on here. No issues there. Going down here to the bottom, nicely positioned port openings. These are going to fit many third-party lightning cables, so that is excellent. Although of course the case does support wireless charging, so you may find you're using that functionality less than you otherwise would. Going around here to the sides, these are a high gloss metalized finish, have a nice feel underneath the fingertips, although do not provide much in the way of grip. Going over here to our volume up and down buttons, got one long switch here, works quite well, very responsive, and again the same small mute switch area that you had with the Vitros. And then going over here to our side button, really quite responsive, no issues there. Going to the back of the case, so this is a high gloss finish on here, really classy look to it, got a little bit of Moshi branding. This material is likely to scratch and show fingerprints, but other than that, I think it should wear really quite well. You've got plenty of protection here for the protruding camera, no issues there. Looks like a bit more protection on the back here than with the Vitros case, so I think that that is a positive. And the case does support wireless charging as previously mentioned. Just overall a really nice feeling case. This does give you the military drop test standard protection, which is excellent. And as I mentioned before, this is compatible with Moshi's Snap-to system for magnetic mounting and wireless charging. Although of course this does not come with the case, it's an additional thing you've got to buy. But it's nice to have that compatibility if you decide that you need the ability to magnetically mount this, or to use this with magnetic mounting in the car or wireless charging that has magnetic mounting in the car. So I think overall the Snap-to system is really pretty cool. Finally, as I mentioned previously, the iGlaze and the Vitros are basically the same size, and when you compare them size-wise to competitor cases such as your OtterBox Symmetry and your Spec Presidio Clear, you can see that the two Moshi cases are definitely smaller in all dimensions as compared with your Spec and OtterBox cases. However, I think that it's important to note that the competitor cases here probably are going to offer more protection. Your Spec Presidio Clear offers 8 feet of drop protection. The OtterBox Symmetry, they never actually tell you how high you can drop that case from, but I would say it's probably comparable to the Spec case. However, not everyone wants or needs that level of protection, and if you are looking for a nicely protective case that's going to have a great look and feel, you definitely might want to consider the iGlaze or the Vitros. Your military drop test standard protection level is for a 4-foot drop, and that is definitely going to be enough for many people. Plus, these cases are covered by Moshi's limited lifetime warranty, which is excellent. So overall, I think that these are both really nice cases for iPhone XR by Moshi. Definitely something to consider if you're in the market for a slim protective case. Again, we've been looking at the Moshi Vitros and iGlaze cases for iPhone XR. These cases are available directly from Moshi as well as from many other retailers, and they have an MSRP of $24.95 for the Vitros case and $34.95 for the iGlaze iGlaze case. So the Vitros comes in the champagne gold and jet silver shown here, as well as a black and a crystal clear version, whereas the iGlaze case comes in the pearl white shown here, as well as armor black, taupe pink, powder blue, and merlot red. Many thanks to the kind folks at Moshi for sending me out these samples to review. I will put links below where you can find out more about these cases, and if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below and I will do my best to address them. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button because I have lots more great case and other accessory reviews yet to come. Again, we've been looking at the iGlaze and Vitros cases by Moshi for iPhone XR. Enjoy your iPhone and have a wonderful day.